Hey everyone, so this will be a comparison between the brand new, well, almost brand new, 2020 iPad Pro. This is the 11-inch guy versus the newest 2019 Amazon Fire HD 10 here. I know these are very, very, very different types of tablets. This is 150 bucks. A lot of times you can get it on sale for only 100. This starts out at, I believe it's 800. This one here was 900. I know there's a giant gap here between prices and specs and everything else, but if you're like me, you actually look at tablets that are $150 and you look at tablets that are, that could be over $1,000. Um, I guess some people are not going to like this video because of the giant difference here. Some people don't understand why I do these videos. I find them very fun. I find them to be very interesting to see how much of difference in power and speed and stuff you get for that gigantic price difference here. So there's going to be a comparison between these two and also a speed test as well. So first we're going to look at the actual aesthetics or the looks of these guys here. Starting out, the iPad Pro is a lot skinnier than Amazon is. It's also a lot more of a premium build. This is all plastic. This is what is it, glass and some sort of metal, whatever. Um, this is just gonna be a lot more higher quality than this guy. Also means if you drop this on a floor, especially face down, it might shatter on you. It might break the screen, and that's not good. This guy being plastic, you can pretty much drop it on anything, uh, and it might scratch, but it's probably not going to shatter like the iPad will. And that is what Amazon markets these for as well, as being a lot more durable than your iPad is going to be. So this guy again is a lot thicker. See how fat that is. This is a lot thinner. This is actually thinner than the base model iPad is as well by a little bit, which is crazy because it is super powerful. Around the outside here, so bottom of the Amazon has nothing. Here you have two speakers. These are actually really good speakers. I also like how there's only two speakers. I wish there's four, but it's nice because they're one on each side. Unlike some other tablets that have them, might have two speakers, but they're both on the same side. So this gives you more of a stereo sound. Top here, you do actually have a headphone jack. You do actually have USB Type C. Of course, your power button, you have your mic, and you have your volume rocker there. And then this guy, which is going to be a big difference between these, is you have a slot here for micro SD, so you can expand your memory. You can expand your storage, not your memory. It does have a crappy camera on the back. Do not recommend using it. And of course, you also get, I don't know if you guys can see that, you get the smiley face of Amazon. And then the front has another crappy camera. Again, do not recommend using it. iPad Pro here. The top, you get two speakers. You also get the power button. Bottom, you get two more speakers. These are amazing speakers. Amazon has good speakers. These have even better speakers, especially being quad speakers. And again, two on either side is very awesome compared to only having two on one side or something like that. Again, this has USB Type C, just like the Amazon does. It's actually pretty cool that Amazon has that on such a cheap device. I believe that is the mic there. And then the other side here, you have your volume rocker. And then you also have this guy, which is for the smart keyboard. And then you have your actually very good camera setup here. And then also LiDAR. Sorry, there's fingerprints on there. And you also have the, I think it's quad LED lights there. This camera is actually usable. You also have a camera up here. This is actually very usable. It's not quite as good, I would say, as phone cameras are, but it's also but it is very, very good. It is actually usable. This one, not so usable. Maybe if you want to video chat with somebody, it's okay, but actually taking pictures or videos, this is bad. This is actually really good. Don't know how many people use tablets for pictures anyway, but if you actually wanted to, this is actually good. Again, not as good as a camera on a phone, but it is good. Now that out of the way, this has a better display on it, of course. Both of their brightnesses are up all the way. You can see there. You see here, this has the True Tone on it, which means it adapts to your environment. This does not have anything like that. Of course, both of these do have Bluetooth. And before I forget to mention this, you can hook both of these up to Bluetooth controllers, such as Xbox or PS4 controllers, PlayStation controllers. So you can do games like Call of Duty or Battle Royale games using a controller, which I do recommend. So much better than using on-screen controls. This of course has Siri, which I don't think I actually have hooked up. This one has Alexa, which I do have hooked up. Both of them work as you would imagine. They both work very good, very well. So let's get into the actual speed comparison here. We're going to go to their native web browsers. So of course the Apple has Safari, see down there. Amazon, oh boy, hidden things. Amazon has the Silk browser. 1, 2, 3. So again, this is going to be your speed comparison here. Both of these, their histories have been, let me type this out. Both their histories have been erased. That way we are starting fresh. As of course, once you open up a web page, the device remembers said web page and it opens it up faster. So if one had one already opened up, it would not be a fair comparison. So again, throughout this video, you're going to, of course, notice iPad Pro is faster. Just how much faster is the real question here. So on stuff like this, it opens a couple of seconds faster. Amazon has this down here where you have the back, the home, and then your other apps. This will have the back up there. Then to get to other apps, you have to open up that guy, of course. And then to your home, you have to open up that as well. Go to Pokedex, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, I already hit that on accident. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And of course, iPad is faster. One thing I want to note here is with the True Tone, to me, in the environment that I'm in right now, this actually looks a bit more yellow. This actually looks more white. Otherwise, though, these colors are just that much nicer than this guy. This is not a bad display. This is still a full HD display, just not as good as the Apple's. See how much I can choke on my own words. Yeah, so it's not as good as the Apple's display, but let me tell you, it is still a good display for only $150. I'm gonna go to. Let's go to Monster Hunter. This is a pretty intensive website from what I can tell. If you guys have never played Monster Hunter games, please do. They are amazing games. They go all the way back to, I think, PS2 times. Let's see, I want to find the correct website here. We want to go to... Sorry, I had to find it there. Monster Hunter Portal here. I'm going to try to hit these at the same time, but... Okay, they're very close. Again, see how much of a beast the iPad Pro is. Again, history has been cleared. But again, you can see this is really no slouch. This guy does have 120 Hz refresh rate. Depending on who you are, you will notice that, or you might not notice that. Personally, I do not notice it. That might just be because my eyes are not good. I don't know. Some people, again, will notice it. Some people will not. Alright, then we'll go to an actual web page. So let's look at fitness. Why not, right? So let's look up like best ab. I think a lot of people are doing at home fitness at the moment. So best ab, workouts. Since you know the coronavirus is happening at the moment, hopefully everybody is staying safe, and staying indoors as much as possible if you're able to. So let's see if we can find the same one. Let's go to Men's Journal here. So, man, I wish I had a body like that. Don't we all? Alright, so I'm just showing you guys, scrolling through stuff here. I don't know if I can actually click on pictures or not. We can try though, right? Okay. So you see, again, iPad Pro loads everything faster. Bigger display also means pictures like this load just that much bigger as well. But again, for $150 low, Amazon tablet is not bad. But of course, iPad Pro is going to be better. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Go ahead and get rid of that. All right, let's go into YouTube. So let's just open up some apps is what we're going to do here. So YouTube. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 4 seconds difference there. These are on 2 different accounts. Again, iPad Pro is faster. About a few seconds. I don't know what's on there. I don't know what the heck that even was. I never hit anything to watch later. Isn't that funny? Sometimes you just hit stuff on YouTube you don't mean to. Now I'm loading pages like this. I do notice that the iPad Pro is smoother. Maybe that is the 120 hertz refresh rate. I don't know. On my base model iPad, it is also smoother than the Amazon is. So I think it's just more the iPad versus Android, what that really comes down to. But I mean, this isn't horrible. Don't get me wrong. By no means is it a bad. It's just not as good. Play Store and then App Store. Of course, these are two completely different apps, but you cannot get them both on the same device. We'll go into camera here. Again, I would not recommend it whatsoever on this guy. This guy is not so bad. On this very black page, you will notice, well, if you're looking at them in real life, at least in person, this is very black. This is not as black. You do get some color or some light bleed on this. If you guys turn up the brightness all the way, like I am right now, you look at them at certain angles. This you will not notice any light bleed. I don't know if that's the correct wording or not here. But if you look at the Amazon from a weird angle, maybe something like that or a little bit off, on certain websites, certain apps, you will notice light bleed on here. Again, the Apple you do not. I personally do not keep my brightness up all the way. I keep it at about a fourth to a half of the maximum brightness level. And I do not notice it then. But if you do keep them up all the way, you might notice the light bleed. What I mean by that, of course, is just you see the lights shining through. You see like the brightness coming through the screen. Where here, the colors all look nice and natural. This, you get like the light. Oh, I'm hoping I explained that okay. But yeah, you just see more of the light coming through. Since they are backlit displays and not front-lit displays like a Kindle would be, or e-reader would be. Next, let's do some opening up some gaming here. Call of Duty, they are on, I believe they're on 2 different accounts because this is hooked up through Apple's Apple account. This is hooked up through Google account. All right, so let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 9 seconds. Yeah, about 9 seconds there. For the iPad Pro opening up faster. In actual games, see if I can show this off. I'm hoping I can show this off. I don't know what type this is saying. Let's cancel that. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, this has to be downloaded, so let me come right back. Alright, for some reason it's not letting me do it. But the Call of Duty on here, when I was actually able to play, was doing it in medium graphics. And I believe it was medium frame rate. Oh, maybe it will let me in there. Whereas on the iPad Pro, you're going to get very high graphics and then high frame rate as the default. So this is going to look better, and it's also going to be a bit faster. This guy, too, to note is it does hiccup at times. You do get a little bit of a weird lagginess every now and then. It's not like all the time or anything like that, but it is a noticeable thing. Whereas on the iPad Pro, it is smooth as butter, so to speak. Where I have never had any sort of lag or slowdown or anything like that with it. So this guy does every now and then get that. But again, it's not like game breaking or anything that, but it is something to note here. Get rid of that. I also like how it does that, where it turns for the game to be an optimal viewing. And then when you get out of the side game, it turns back to how you had it. That is just very cool. This does not do that. Of course, you get easy fix by doing that. Alright, then we'll go into Magic the Gathering Mana Strike. Sorry about the fingerprints, just from touching it. We'll see how much faster the iPad Pro is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, about 16 seconds or so difference in speed there. On this home screen, you can definitely, when they're side by side, you can definitely tell this is a bit nicer of a display than the iPad or than the Amazon is. Not that this is a bad looking display, but it's just not as good as the iPad Pro is. And in a game like this, when you're actually playing the game, yeah, you cannot, as far as I can tell at least, I don't think you can actually change the graphics on these. It just kind of defaults to whatever it defaults to. In actual gameplay, they both look very good. They look very nice. This is probably a little bit smoother than this guy. But again, unless they're side by side, I do not notice the difference. I want to show off real fast the speakers on this game. Again, you have 2 speakers on, I'm going to call it the top, or iPad Pro, you have 4 speakers on both sides, 2 on each side.
I came prepared.
It is ridiculous how good these speakers are. I mean, I used to think these were very good speakers, and they still are good speakers, do not get me wrong. This thing actually, like, in your hand when it's up all the way, actually rumbles from the music. It's crazy. It's very nice, deep, it's very rich, it's very good sounding. Again, these are not bad. I mean, I used to think they were amazing. Now I think they're just good. Now I think they're great. But this is ridiculously good speakers. Again, if you're in like Call of Duty or something, you can hear people coming from all around you and stuff. They are just so good. I don't know why they did not revert that time. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Music and stuff too sounds really good on that. On this, again, not bad. I would say these are actually almost better than the base iPads are. I think part of that is just because you have them on either side, whereas base model iPad you have them on just 2 on the bottom. But yeah, just let me say though, these are amazing. Again, though, if you use headphones, it wouldn't matter. You can hook up Bluetooth headphones to either of these guys. If you want to do that, you can hook up Bluetooth headphones to either of them through, of course, Bluetooth. If you want to hook up wired, excuse my reach, headphones, you have to, well, I think you can buy a dongle for this guy. Otherwise, this has the actual headphone jack. So one thing that I have noticed over the year or plus I've had this is, I don't know why, but I am addicted to looking up different cars on cars.com through the app and stuff. Especially before I bought my car a few months back. I was like, every hour of the day that I had free, I would spend looking at different cars. And after 20-30 minutes of being on the app, from going from the app to dealers' websites, back to the app and stuff like that, over time, again, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it would start to slow down on the Amazon. I don't know why that is. I'm going to guess it's because of the RAM. It has 2 gigabytes of RAM. I'm going to guess the RAM was just getting bogged down. But and then at times, again, after 23 minutes, it would actually reset the app, which is annoying when you've gone through 200 cars for it to just reset back up to the first car again. This guy will not do that. The iPad will not do that. So that is one thing to note on this. If you are doing something like car research through app, anything like that, over time it might do the same thing to you, where it resets your app or it just starts to slow down and starts to get bogged down. Again, I think that's just a limitation of the RAM that's on here. So I just want to make that a quick note. In past videos, in my comparisons, I did not make a note of that. That is more of a recent finding for myself. Maybe it's because it's getting a year old. I don't know, but that does happen to me at least. I'm going to do one more thing here. So right now these are cleared out, and then we're going to end this video. So what we're going to do is open some apps and then reopen said apps. So real fast here, we're just going to do, I guess, a speed test of app opening. And then we will then we're going to close them and we're going to reopen them. I love that motion you can do on there. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I love how it reverts most of the time back to how it was. Going to YouTube. So again, I'm gonna open up 3-4 apps here, and we're trying to close them. Not close them, but just do exit out of them, and then I'll show you guys again the difference in RAM here, where the iPad has 6 gigabytes and the Amazon only has 2. Alright, exit out both of those. We'll go back to the internet. Oh, never mind. I was going to say something stupid. I caught myself. Alright, so for this, you hit the little square down there. Here, you can do swipe up, or you can do that motion. I don't know what you want to call that motion. Alright, so let's go back to, say, we have YouTube, Call of Duty. I'm sure we only have the same amount of apps open. Yep, so we'll go back to Mana Strike. So you see Amazon is going to reopen it. Alright. That reopens it. Let's go to YouTube. I don't think either of them actually reopened that one. Go to the internet browser. Again, I think they're both good. Go back to Call of Duty. Since here on games, this is reopening on Amazon. This thing is just too much of a beast to reopen stuff. I don't know why it keeps on reopening this, but it does. There we go. And we'll go back to the Hunter portal. Yeah. Alright, guys. So, hopefully this is helpful to you guys. Hopefully this is interesting. To me, it really is. This is just, I don't know why, but this is just really fun to do. It's just fun to see the difference that, you know, a $150 device, something that's on a $100 device compared to an $800 device. What differences in speed you get. Now, of course, I know if you were to do like 4K video editing, you would not even probably consider the Amazon for that because I don't think it would do it. I just don't think it would be able to do it. With iPad Pro, of course, you can do it, or anything crazy like that. Of course, iPad is pretty much your only choice between these two. But if you're just a normal consumer, and you're not doing anything nuts, still big gaming, internet browsing, YouTube searching, Amazon Fire is probably going to be just fine for you. Of course, iPad is faster. It is a more premium device, and of course, you pay a lot more for it. One more quick thing I just want to note that I find kind of outrageous is Apple just released the new keyboard for this guy. For the 11-inch one, that's I don't know what they call it, the floating keyboard or whatever. The base, or the one for the 11-inch is $300. That is literally the price of 2 of these, if not 3 of these, if you can get this on sale. And the 12.9 one is $350. That to me is just ridiculously outrageous. Especially when you can just connect a $20 Bluetooth keyboard like this Anker from Walmart. You can connect that to either device. I just wanted to put that out there. That just to me is ridiculously crazy. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I know some people find these videos, these comparisons really stupid when I do them. I find them fun. I find them interesting. Maybe I'm just crazy. Thank you guys for watching. See y'all next time. Goodbye.